What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're going to be taking a look at a Boros Stormwild self-damaging deck. This is a deck that I've been wanting to make since I've seen since I've seen Capridor. So I've seen Stormwild Capridor. Basically, this card reads: if a non-combat damage would be dealt to Stormwild Capridor, prevent that damage. Put a +1/+1 counter on Stormwild Capridor for each 1 damage prevented this way. So we're going to be having fun with this card today. But before we do, I'd like to remind everybody, if you enjoy the deck, please be sure to leave a like down below. Comment in the comment section, of course, if you have any suggestions on this video, future videos, or past videos. And if you're new here and you enjoy the content, consider hitting that subscribe button and then the bell notification, or the bell icon, sorry, that pops out after that, and then you'll get notifications whenever I post videos and posts and all that good general stuff. Furthermore, if you'd like to see me play these decks live and interact with me live, hop over to twitch.tv/DrSpillikin and toss a follow. We try to go live every morning around 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and stay live for at least 2 to 3 hours every day. And then last but not least, if you're looking for a community of Magic the Gathering players, you can join our Discord. There's always a link down in the description for everything that you'll need. Of course, you can hop over there and yeah. Everybody's welcome. We don't discriminate or any of that. We try to have fun. So, on to what we're actually playing today, the combo, the works, the magic of the Gathering, right? Anyways, Stormwild Capridor, as I already mentioned, we are going to be running 4 copies. Another card that works great with dealing damage to your own creatures is Truefire Captain. This is a 4-mana 4/3 that has Mentor. Not that any of that really matters. The only part we really care about is the whenever Truefire Captain is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target player. So, obviously, if you have a Stormwild down and a Truefire Captain and you Storm's Wrath, 1, you're dealing 4 damage to your Truefire. True. 2, you're also going to deal 4 damage to their player's face. This is going to get 4 counters and, you know, all that good stuff. You're going to board wipe them, whatever. Another card that works well with all of these self-damaging is Haktos, mostly because it has a great chance of dodging them, right? So whenever it enters the battlefield, choose 2, 3, or 4 at random, and you'll see we kind of play the lottery because we have Marauding Raptor, so if it chooses 2, Haktos will kill itself on the Marauding Raptor. If it chooses 3, we can end up killing it with the Deafening Clarion, and if it chooses 4, we're going to kill it with the Storm's Wrath. So Haktos is like a 50-50 in this deck, but I play it because I like it, you know? And I found it works really great against the cycling deck. So again, this deck is fantastic against them. Justice Strike, one of the best reasons why this deck is great against them, because it just takes out those foxes so very, very easily. Furthermore, Justice Strike works very, very great with Stormwild Capridor. Say you Deafening Clarion your Stormwild, and now it's up to what? 4/7, right? And then you Justice Strike it, so for just 2 mana, you're going to turn it into an 8. What deals 4 damage to itself, you're going to turn it into an 8/11, right? So now you have an 8/11 flying creature that can't be killed with damaging spells, so your opponent has no choice but to bounce it or to do things along that line. Now, Marauding Raptor, great with Stormwild. 1, it's going to make it cost less. 2, whenever it enters the battlefield, it's going to immediately get 2 +1/+1 counters. So that's why we have Marauding Raptor in here, even though it doesn't really affect the Haktos or the Truefire Captain. Side note, it does help the Truefire Captain whenever it first enters the battlefield to deal extra damage on the turn it comes down. So there's that. And it does reduce the cost of Skarrgan Hellkite, which is kind of nice. Furthermore, we have Purphoros' Intervention, and this card I was a little iffy about at first, but once I actually played it, I realized this card is so fantastic with this bird goat thing. So we're not too interested in the X1 red elemental creature, blah, 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 whatever. But the second part, Purphoros' Intervention deals twice X damage to target creature or planeswalker. 1, you can target your opponent's planeswalkers, right? That's fantastic, and it's fairly cheap because it does double the damage. Furthermore, you can take out big creatures, all that, whatever, nice nonsense. But you can also target your Stormwild Capridor for pretty cheap, right? You have 5 mana, 6 mana, whatever it is, so around mid-game, you play this down for that 5 or 4 mana, whatever, you're going to end up making your Stormwild Capridor gain 10 counters, right? 8 counters, something like that. And then, of course, you have Justice Strike, so you make it gain another 10, and then you're at 20, and your opponent's just sort of sweating. Now, a card I have been thinking about adding in here is Fling. I think that would be a great addition. Blah, blah, blah. Solar Blaze, another great card in this deck. Why do I say that? Again, Haktos, as long as he doesn't choose 4, you're fine. Truefire Captain will end up killing itself with this, but you know, you're also going to get in some damage. And then again, with the Stormwild Capridor, it's basically going to be a board Justice Strike on everything. So it's going to be sometimes a board wipe and always doubling up on the Stormwild Capridor. Skarrgan Hellkite I've found to be a nice finisher in this deck, and then of course Chandra is another nice board wipe slash finisher. It can't be countered. You can +2 and put the emblem down. You can -X and kill most things, or if you just -X completely, you can put 6 counters on Stormwild. So a lot of good options there as well. Now, all that being said and out of the way, we are going to go ahead and hop right into our matches. Teen, or Tyne, probably Teen though, yeah? Teen, I don't know. Deafening, some Skarrgans, and a Chandra. It's a little slow, but we have enough to get up to the deafening, so sure. Sure. We'll go scrying with the Temple of Triumph. A land. I'll actually take a land. What's our opponent playing? Yorion. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Alright. Birth of Melitus. We'll go ahead and get down to Stormwild Capridor. And hope that they don't have a Teferi, basically. So they do, now will be the time, right? It'll either be a Teferi or a Narset, more than likely. Narset it is. It's rare that your opponent doesn't have one of those two by turn 3. Even in an 80 card deck, you know. Shark Typhoon. Alright. Solar Blaze won't actually deal with that wall, but neither will Deafening Clarion. I think we go for the tap mana. Another land. That'll get us to the Chandra. It's not terrible. So we could go for the Deafening Clarion and boost up the Stormwild Capridor as well as gain some life. Probably the best option we have right now, actually. Alright. This will allow us to take out the Chandra, the Narset. We'll go up to 24.
I have reached my limit.
Alrighty. Oh, you know what? I should probably change my Howl out. Fires of Invention. I don't know that we actually have a Fires of Invention way to deal with it, at least. Alright, so we could go for the Skarrgan, but it dealing non-combat damage to their Capridor is bad. So we could go for the Solar Blaze. Their Capridor isn't going to reach ours, so it's just going to make ours deal 8 damage. Yeah, let's go for it. Alright, all good, all good, all good. Let's see if they hit that Tef. It's basically what we're waiting. Elspeth Conquers Death, ECD action. It's going to take out our Stormwild Capridor. And a good old Omen of the Sea. Opponent's going to be scrying. Alright, so we could go for the Skarrgan. I'm going to go ahead and get down to the Chandra, though. And we will start ticking up those emblems on them.
No pressure.
So, let's see. Opponent's at 6 mana. It's a Shark Typhoon and a Yorion. Luca, which gives them Agent, which means this is a GG. Alright, you know, Yori and Luca, not much you can do about it. Vince 009, gonna be our foe. I'm not gonna lie, I wish I had more land. Wow, this is basically the same hand, just less land. Would I rather have a Skarrgan or a Haktos? What's our opponent playing? Lourdes? I think I'd rather have a Skarrgan in this situation. So yeah, we're gonna need to find some land. Oh, it's a cycling deck. Ah, okay, okay. A little True Fire Captain action too. Alright. Our opponent's doing cycling stuff. We're gonna go ahead and get down our Stormwild Capridor. And well, it's basically off to the races. Opponent's cycling for days. Flourishing Fox. You know the great thing about a good old Flourishing Fox is it dies to Justice Strike. So that's fun. That's good. Purphoros' Intervention. We could have it deal 4 damage to Stormwild Capridor, but well, hold up. If we do have it deal 4 damage, that puts the Stormwild to a 5/8. We swing in, they're down to 11. Next turn we Justice Strike. The Stormwild is up to 10 damage. Which means they only have 1 life remaining. Of course, if they Zenith Flare, we're in a bit of trouble. We'll go for it. We will go for it. Maybe we should play Shocks in this deck. Let's see, if we hit a land, we'll be fine, right? Because we can Solar Blaze and basically their foxes kill themselves and our Stormwild does a Justice Strike on itself. So that'd be good. So we're looking for a land. Looking for... yeah. Yes. Yes! Alright, so opponent's going down to 1. So if they have the Zenith Flare, they need to use it. They do. But it's still only going to put them to 10, and then they're out of mana? Yeah. Vince 009 getting taken down by the Stormwild Capridor. Sergio, going to be our next foe. Awesome sauce. You know what I just now realized? Garrick has chainmail on. Like underneath his clothing, underneath his roguish outfit, he has chainmail on. Who would have thunk it? Alright, so 2 Stormwilds in our starter hand. That's actually really good if we can get something like a Deafening or a... I literally just played the card. Can't even think of the name now. Alright, well, we're going to lead off with our Wind-Scarred Crag. Probably go into our Sacred Foundry and then Mountain from there. Opponent's playing Teamer. Teamer, no companions. I gotta say, I'm a little curious. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna have enough mana for the Haktos. We're gonna have enough mana for the Stormwilds. All is looking good. Our opponent could be playing a Mutate deck, I suppose. I didn't think about that. We shall see. Turn 3, still nothing down for our foe. There's the Deafening Clarion. We're going to hope that our Stormwild can hit and that our opponent isn't just playing straight up counter magic. Bum bum bum. Could of course be Teamer Wreck, in which case Mystical Dispute could be very likely here. Best of 1, I could see Mystical Dispute being someone's main board, especially with all these Yorion decks. That's his Intervention. It is what it is. Alright, and Wilderness Wreck. Ooh, opponent. Ooh, opponent. I'm going to go for the Haktos, because here in a few turns we're going to have enough mana to where we can get down the Stormwild and pay for something like a Dispute. So it could be worth it. Another Reclamation. Not super happy about it. Opt. Yeah, that's right. I got a Haktos. Now, unfortunately, the Haktos' number is 3, and you'll notice in my hand I have a Deafening Clarion, so that's a little awkward. 2 Deafening Clarions. Wow. If I can just Just get down this goat. This bird goat. Red man is fine. We do go ahead and try to swing in with the Haktos. Growth Spiral. All attack. Smash! Smash, smash, smash. Alright, let's see if Stormwild Capridor can hit. It does! Yes! Oh, fantastic. So what is the number that we can hit it with Purphoros' intervention? 4, 8, so it'd be up to 9 damage. You know, we may need a fling in this deck. Honestly, the Stormwild Capridor has the ability to get so big so quickly. Maybe something like a fling wouldn't be bad. I mean, Haktos has good damage, right? And another land. So it'd put that up to 11-11, which is enough actually to finish our opponent. Oh man, so if they don't have any counter magic here, we just win? Do I go for it? Do I actually go for it though? We could also just get down the True Fire Captain, right? And then we could potentially deal Purphoros' intervention to that. Alright, let's swing in. They didn't do anything. And True Fire lands. Oh, do I regret my decision to not go all in with the goat? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit, I'm not going to lie, because if they come back on this turn, I'm going to be hella pissed. I guess we'll see. Ordero's definitely coming back down. Euro chance. Definitely coming back down for our foe. They're going to go up to 13 life. Draw another card. Potentially be able to play another land. Opt. They're looking for that expansion explosion. They have enough land, I think, to make it worthwhile. 3, 7, 8. So it would be... No, they would have done it there. Okay. Okay. So we swing in and go for the Purphoros' intervention on our creature, right? All attack. Mentor up that Stormwild Capridor. Yeah, you can't really block the True Fire because you're going to be dealing that much damage to yourself. That's literally lethal if you do that. Down to 7. Chandra can't be countered, but she also can't deal 7 to True Fire. Moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen. Does it land? No, it does not. Alright, opponent gets another look-see. Try to find that, what's it called? Expansion explosion. Alright, well, that's lethal on board. Hey, Stormwild Capridor picking up its 2nd victory. Way to go, you bird goat. Hiya. Or hiya. Or heya, I guess. Either way, Heya 33 gonna be our next foe for the day. Hey, this is the first time we've seen Marauding Raptor. Go us. And we get to go first. We'll keep it. We'll keep it and we'll hope for the best. This is a very, like, iffy hand, right? Because if Haktos comes down on 2, he just dies. If Haktos comes down on 4, well, he can also potentially die. So we're treading in murky waters here. Walking on eggshells. There's a saying that I know goes here. Not of the Ebon Legion come down for our opponent, so they're playing Obosh Rakdos, more than likely. And we can Purphoros' intervention that little creature right there just immediately. But I'm going to go for the Marauding Raptor and hope for the Stormwild Capridor turnout, right? Hope for that draw. If not, we always have the Storm's Wrath, of course. Eye Collector. Collector. Alright, so they're going to be big enough to boost that Knight of the Ebon Legion. I kind of do just want to get it out of here. Sorry if y'all can hear that dirt bike going by my house. I don't really mind you making me discard, to be completely honest. I'd rather get rid of that Knight of the Ebon Legion. And we'll swing in for the 2 sweet damage. Boop! Alright, on our next turn we have the option of going for the Haktos. I think that is what we're going to do. And just hope and pray. Hey, you got rid of a Stormfire Captain? Or Stormfire Captain? Where did that come from? Truefire Captain, I'm not too upset. Although drawing me a land, I am a little perturbed. Not gonna lie. Alright, Haktos, don't hit 2, don't hit 2! 4. Huh. You lucky bastard. Now, this does mean that our Storm's Wrath is going to wipe our Haktos come time. So, might want to be a little bit cautious about that. But if we hit something like a Deafening Clarion, should be fine. Also, this looks like a mono black Obosh. It's not actually, what's it called? Alright, what are you making me discard here? Another Marauding Raptor. Not too upset about that one either. Alright. So we could kill the Midnight Reaper with Purphoros' intervention, I suppose. I don't know if I want to keep doing that, though. I think first things first, we're going all in. They choose to block the Raptor. So be it. Blocking it with Serrated Scorpion. I think we leave it as is right now. We're alright. It may bring down the Obosh and deal a little bit extra damage here, right? 6, 2, 8 damage total. If they play the Obosh. Of course, if they play the Obosh, I'm probably just going to kill it. Purphoros' intervention. So, we'll see. They're just swinging in, first and foremost, actually. And getting rid of another Storm's Wrath. I'm not too upset about that, not going to lie. And Drill Bit. Alright, well, what do you get rid of? Purphoros' intervention. Wow. Hunted Nightmare. Oh, okay, I see, I see. Put a Death Touch counter on a creature we control. We're flooding, ladies and gentlemen. We are flooding. Opponent's down to 5. We can board wipe them, but the Hunted Nightmare is going to stay. And it board wipes us as well. If they get down to Obosh, though, and they swing in, 4/5 is going to deal 8. The Eyeball is going to deal 2. That's going to be 10 damage total. Oh, wait a minute. They play Obosh and I Storm's Wrath and I kill 2 of their creatures. Won't Midnight Reaper deal 2 damage to them, putting them down to 1? Or actually, I guess we'll just see here because I'm going to block here. We'll see. We're going down to 2 health. Opponent, are they going to take 2 damage here? They do. Okay, so they're down to 3 health. We have a Deafening Clarion. Good game, hey ya. The Obosh doesn't have the requirements to block the Haktos, so yeah, we just swung in there and we would have won. Very close though, and Stormwild Capridor carrying us straight into Gold Tier 3. I gotta say, I'm very, very impressed with this deck. It lost to the Yorion Luca deck, right? But that's kind of to be expected. But up against all of the other odds, it did very, very fantastic. I gotta say, I'm very happy with where it ended up.